Hey, how's it going? This is Kayaz, and I hope that you're doing wonderful. I hope that your day has been productive and that whatever you're doing has been fruitful and to your satisfaction. So, it's just about, I just made this video just to send you a message from what I'm experiencing on this journey in life because through everything that I've realized that everything is like programmed for us to react in a certain way, to do things in a way that is allowed or in the way that people expect it to be. Like how our lives are, how the world works is that everything is already determined by the people who were here before we were here. And when you make a decision, you have to like filter it through tradition, culture, expectation, society, friends, and family, relatives, neighbors. So there's so many decisions we make before we make any decision that sometimes a lot of people don't make decisions, but their decisions are made for them because life is like an algorithm. This life is just like an algorithm. So everything is like a program. The way that the sun rises and the sun sets every day at that time, a certain time, with very little variability. The same way that a certain chemical reaction triggers me to smile because of a release of dopamine and a gland in my body. Like you can look at it in various stages, just like an action reaction mode, just like an algorithm. If then scenarios. So if I feel good, then do this. So life is an algorithm. It's like a system of cycles. So the cycles are governed by a program, universal laws. So this program is the mind. So we find ourselves living a life that we chose somewhere, somehow, and we live this life in this place so that we can experience ourselves as God, as us. So the universe, everything, the stars and the planets, the galaxies, the Milky Ways, the constellations are all in me. I have so many cells in my body that just mimic the stars in the sky. As above, so below, as inside, so it is outside. So I'm just the same thing as everything else. That means that I'm so different from everything else because nothing is like anything else. Life is just this paradox, this algorithmic paradox that is just running a program, a computer, and understanding yourself is knowing the program. So so a lot of people never have that opportunity to do what they want or to understand themselves and to actually have a journey. And the reason why I made this channel is so that I could journal my journey. So many things in my life are not as good as I would want them to be. But this is the best thing to happen to me because now I'm able to see myself or I'm able to hear myself. And through this, I'm able to also change someone else's point of view, because everything is just a perspective. So I have a perspective from you, and you have a perspective from me. And through this, there's so much that is possible because transforming the mind is transforming a life. So I've never thought of doing this before I actually did it. But when I did it, it's something that's liberating because life is that journey, and this is a journal. Life is this algorithm, and we're living in a program. So the program is like a holograph, a holographic universe. Like it's all arranged systematically. So when we're in this world, there are a lot of things that people tell us that we shouldn't do because they want the program to run according to their because everything is mimicked. So there's a natural program and artificial program. You know that there's a natural person and then there's an artificial person. There's like natural money and then artificial money. So natural money, silver and gold. Artificial money, every paper money, every paper currency, credit cards, plastic. All of that is mimicking silver and gold. There's like real fruits. And then we have sweets that mimic fruit. They just look like fruit. They're sweet like fruit, but they're not. They're just mimicking fruit. And all of these double or the other side of this stuff is not always good because you have your imagination and then you have a television. It's mimicking your mind. You have your eye and then you have a camera. So everything is a reflection of something. Like that chair. It's reflecting you, you know? Everything is a reflection of that. So having this program, people are creating their own artificial program that is the matrix. So this is where people are supposed to live and how their minds are supposed to be constituted. And this is it. So I just hope that you're also able to capture your journey in this time space, that you're able to also venture into your imagination and do things that you have never imagined that you do, regardless of what the status quo is saying. Because what guides you is your heart and your conscience. So just live a life that at the end of the day, you just have a clear conscience to say that I helped everyone I could help to the best of my abilities, and this is what I did.